Hey everybody, it's Jack here, and in this video I want to show you 3 easy abdominal exercises that everyone can be doing at home. So you might be doing abdominal exercises firstly just to help you in daily performance. So you might want to be able to get up off the ground a little easier without struggling in that movement. Or maybe you want to be better in performance of daily sports. Maybe you play a bit of golf or a bit of tennis and you want some rotational strength. Or maybe you want to get better at some of your strength movements and just improve the general robustness of your abdomen and spine. So in all the movements that we do up here at the studio and that you might be doing at home, you do need to brace this tummy of yours during a lot of those movements. So that might be another reason. So let's run through 3 easy exercises that we can do. So the first one is going to be a bracing tummy exercise, okay? A simple plank. You guys may have done this a million times before, but a lot of the time the basic stuff is the good stuff. So the first variation, the most easy variation of the plank, might be on a high bench or a lower bench like this, okay? And just coming out with a nice straight body, okay? Really nice and simple. As you can see, I'm straight from my shoulders to my toes there, or to my ankles. Okay, and you might want to hold this anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds at a time and do 3 sets of this, okay? And that would apply for all the variations I'm about to show. If that's a little too easy, well then what you can start doing is some shoulder taps, just like this. So we're using one hand at a time. That's going to challenge you a little bit more. If that's once again too easy, you could come down onto the bench on your elbows. Maybe you need a towel underneath your elbows if it is on a hard surface, okay? If that's too easy, then what we can do is go all the way down to the ground, okay? And we can come onto our knees and on our hands just like this. And if once again this is too easy, we can come up onto our feet, once again either on our hands or on our elbows doing a plank like that, okay? So that's a really good bracing exercise, which is going to be really key for any movements where you have to brace, like when you're squatting, picking heavy things up, okay, or pushing heavy things overhead. Really good movement, that one. So once again, you can do 3 sets of that, or 3 lots of that, anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds to challenge yourself. But once again, you can go upwards of 60 seconds if you really want. So once again, on the box, or on your knees on the ground, or full body weight on the ground. So that's a good planking exercise for bracing strength. The second one I'm going to give you is an absolute classic, the good old-fashioned sit-up, okay? Gets a pretty bad rap around the place, but it's such a good exercise for helping you get up off the ground. So what you might like to do is jump down to the ground, okay? It's also going to be good for challenging your ability to get up off the ground. Put your feet against something, okay? And if you always find this is a hard movement for you, you might want to put a weight, like a bag or something like that, or sit a grandchild there or something on your feet. Then all you're going to do is lay down, maybe put a towel underneath your back if you need to, and we're just going to reach up for our legs, okay, or for our feet. Now don't get your knees up like this. That's going to be too hard for you to come up, okay, because your hips and your legs might be blocking you from doing that movement. So straighten out your legs a little bit more and come up just like that, okay? If that's way too hard, what you can do is come up to the side and sit up just to the side like that, and then do the other side, okay? So you come up onto your elbow to make that one a little bit easier. And that's a really good one for helping you get up off the ground, which is often the hardest part. Okay. That's going to be a really good exercise, as we said, if you're getting up off the ground. But something that a lot of people don't train is rotational strength. So this one's going to be great for all those tennis players, all those golf players out there, okay? But also if you're playing with grandchildren or maybe doing some gardening, you have to move things around. So you can do this one without a weight, but I would recommend just holding a light weight to start. What you can do, put your feet out just like this. This is going to be the easier variation, okay? And we can just tap the book either side, getting in some rotation whilst we're bracing there, okay? And that's going to be a nice little rotational exercise. And obviously you can increase the weight to make it harder, or maybe go for longer, all right? You can do exactly the same thing on the ground, okay? sitting on the ground, sitting up like this, so I'm already bracing here, and I'm just touching either side. Okay, once again, either hold a heavier weight, and maybe aim for a certain amount of reps. So I might want to do 20 taps all up, or maybe I'll go for 30 seconds all up, okay? And you can increase that time as the weeks go on, okay? To make that one a little bit harder, we could lean back as though I'm in a sun chair, and that's gonna make it much harder, okay? So once again, a great rotational exercise. Beauty. Okay, so there's 3 exercises, nice and simple variations, so pretty much anyone can do that. So just as a quick recap, we've got a bracing movement, we've got the plank, and you can either do that, okay, hands or elbows, and you can either do that on a box, on your knees, or full body weight, okay? And try to just basically hold it for as long as you can, between that 20 and 60 seconds. And then we've got our sit-up, okay? You can either do that with straight legs without anything on your feet, okay? Or you could put something on your feet, all right? And the other easy option is to come up onto your elbow. And then last of all, we've got that rotational strength exercise, which is our Russian twists, okay? Or you can do that one on the ground as well, slowly increasing the weight you're holding. Maybe even use a grandchild for that one. Might be a fun little game that you guys can play together. Awesome, so there's 3 nice simple exercises that you can do at home. Go away, add them on to any of the workouts that you're doing at the moment. And yeah, I hope this provided you with some good value. Ciao, ciao.